Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about the WIP account and this variance account. When you are using manufacturing, you are using the production orders in Dynamics NAV or Business Central. So we have some customers like they complain their WIP account. So there you see the WIP account is associated to, you have to define GL account for the WIP account and the variance account, or this variance account in the inventory posting setup. So whenever have the issue like the customer is claiming like the WIP account and the variance account do not get cleared, like the balance on them do not get cleared even after they finish all the production orders. Okay, so the issue is like for the production order posting, then you have to check your inventory setup to see. So in the inventory setup, you do have the setup here. Then like the expected cost posting to GL. Only you have this, then you will have the WIP account posted during the production order output or consumption posting. Then you will have the inventory interim account for your posting, which is the offsite as well, and which is the offsite of the inventory account. When you change the production order status to finish, then your inventory interim account will get cleared, and your WIP account will get cleared. And so at that time, the if you have any variances, then those variances will get posted. If you are using the standard cost, if you are using the standard costing method, okay. So also you could see in the inventory setup, which may affect your posting, is like some customers, they have the automatic cost adjustments set up as a never. They set it up as never because they don't want to affect the server performance. Okay, so even you have this set up as always. Okay, this the posting of each inventory transaction will then have the cost adjusted upon the posting. Then it may affect your server performance because it has to check the item ledger entries table. It has to read and write the item ledger entries table and adjust the cost in the real time when you post inventory transactions. So then it will affect your server performance if you set up as always. But even you set up the automatic cost adjustment at always, at the month end, then you still have to, when you close your month, you still have to do adjust cost item entries just to be safe. Because I see some customers who use manufacturing module and they have this set up as always. They are thinking if you set this up as always, then you do not need to do adjust cost item entries, that batch job. But you still have to do that just to be safe. So I saw them, they have this setting and then they don't do it. Then there's some there are some adjusted costs posted to next month. Okay, so you still have to include that as your month-end procedure. Even you have this set up as always, still run the adjust cost item entries. Okay, because that so you still have to run this adjust cost item entries batch job during the month-end procedure. Okay, so what I want to talk about this is like even in the inventory setup, if you do not have it set up as always, then you have it set up as a never, then you may run. What I see is like we have customers, they set up automatic cost adjustment as never, which means like even when you finish, so every steps you post an inventory transaction, like you post the consumption, you post the output, and then you change the production order status to then in those scenarios it does not automatically adjust the cost. So even when you finish the production order, it should, if you have the update cost turned on, then it should adjust the cost. But sometimes you may not turn it on, then it will never adjust the cost. If it doesn't adjust the cost after you finish the production order, then the variance will not be posted to the for the standard costing to the GL accounts, then you may have the your WIP account may not get clear because like the variances is not posted. So it's not, because so we have to explain the posting for the manufacturing steps for you to understand that better. But the thing is, like, some customers have this set up as a never, and in the job queue they did. So this report for adjust cost item entries, you could see it's a processing report. And behind the scene, this processing report is using a report. There's a report for this, so I cannot see it here, but you have a report you can run for this adjust cost item entries. Let's find out that report number in the the adjust cost. Okay, so item entries. This is a processing report. When you run that batch job, it's running this 795. So we have, for those customers who have that in the inventory setup, and they have this automatic cost adjustment set up as never, they have to schedule a job queue entry. Okay, they have to schedule a job queue to run that report. So in your job queue entries, you have to enter a new one and set up that report we just talked about, and you have to schedule that report to run at certain days during certain time. Okay, then you have to make sure in your job queue entry this job does not have any error. If you see this job shows this error status, then your WIP account will not get cleared, and the variances may not get posted, because even when you change the production order status to finish, then those posting should occur didn't get adjusted. It didn't occur. Okay, so which is I saw there's a very good flowchart for the manufacturing posting. Okay, so you could see this flowchart, and it shows you each steps for if you are using manufacturing module in Business Central or Dynamics NAV. This flowchart is really good for you to understand the posting to the GL when the posting one, and from where the posting occurs, from which steps, and at what point the posting to the GL occurs. Okay, so you could see like at the beginning, you have your raw materials inventory account. You have the direct cost applied account. This is for the capacity posting. So you could see this orange, this arrow. It tells you like this is the posting of consumption. So when you post consumption for the production order, then it will debit your WIP account and credit the inventory account for your raw material. Okay, so then you can understand the credit debit better. So when you post the capacity, ledger entries, actually is the runtime. You have to go to the output journal and to post the quantity and the runtime. The runtime got posted will generate the capacity ledger entries. Okay, so when you post the runtime, when you post the time, it will generate the capacity, and so it says post capacity. So this green line shows you the capacity. When you post that, it will debit your WIP account and credit your direct cost applied account. That will include the cost of capacity, cost of overhead, all those things for the direct cost applied account. Okay, and this orange line is like when you post an output, then it will debit your finished goods. It's the finished goods inventory interim account. So this is because we have the expected cost posting turned on, so it will generate those inventory interim account. Okay, and the WIP account. So you could see these are the two sides of the posting. So when you post the output, it will debit the finished goods inventory interim account and credit the WIP account. And then when you finish the production order, when you change the production order status to finished, you could see these arrows. Okay, and when you do that, it will debit. So when you do that, it will debit the finished goods inventory account and credit finished goods interim account. Okay, and at the same time, it will do is it will based on the variances is negative or positive. Okay, so it will clear your WIP account and post these variances. Yeah, so that's how it will. So it depends on the variances is positive or negative, then it will do that. So it will clear the variances and then it will clear the WIP account. It will post the variances and clear your WIP account. Okay, but it will debit your finished goods inventory account and credit your inventory interim account. Okay, so that's what is going on. So this chart is very clear for if you are using the manufacturing module of Dynamics NAV or Business Central, like how the posting occurs, which account the posting is interact with, and what are the two sides of the posting, the debit credit. So so you don't, with this it gives you a very clear like flow of everything. Then you can understand what side is debit, what side is credit, and what's going on when you post a production order at each step, when you post a consumption output, and when you change status to finished. Okay, so that will explain like if you see the WIP account does not get cleared, and which means like that adjust cost item entries. If you have the automatic cost adjustment in the inventory set up as never, and then you may have error in your job queue entry for that report 795, which is for the adjust cost item entry. You may have an error there. That's why it's not getting clear, because it didn't get adjusted and the GL entries didn't generate for the variances and to clear. And when you change the production order status to finished, the posting for the relevant side of the of those accounts didn't occur because this adjust cost item entries got an error, so it didn't run, and that's why the WIP account didn't get cleared. Okay, you have to fix that error. Then you should get rid of that balance on the WIP account. If you still see a balance, then you have to investigate. You have to investigate it further, because it could be some other issues, some GL account setup issues in your inventory posting setup or general posting setup. It could be your setup, your GL account setup in those posting setup. Okay, so if your setup is correct, then you have to look at if you have what you set up in the inventory setup, like do you have the expected cost postings enabled, and what you set up for the automatic cost adjustment. And if you have automatic cost adjustment set up as never, then if you didn't set up a job to automatically update the cost like in a certain interval, then those posting may not generate it to your GL accounts, to your relevant GL accounts. Okay, so I think that's everything I want to share in this video. And thank you so much for watching this YouTube video. I hope to see you guys again next time.